So here we are at Kom Ombo. They say you only need an hour over here, which I think is crap. Okay, so in just walking around real quick, I found these keystone cuts. It's really cool to finally see one up close. So what they do is pour liquid metal into there when it was hot, and then it would form up and lock these adjoining pieces together. So this was never meant to be exposed. This was never meant to be seen, these pieces here. This is also very cool. Looks like they're pouring out something. It's the key of life and something else. I wish I knew what this represented, but it looks like they're pouring something out on top of them, and it's the key of life and some other symbol. And I'm not sure which of these gods. It's the god with the falcon head and the god with not sure what he is on the right side there. Whatever this is, it's probably newer because it doesn't seem to match that at all. And the quality and the workmanship is less, so rough guess it's newer. Looks like here's some stone caskets for bodies to go into. This is pretty interesting. It looks like a vase with some kind of something coming out, like a copper wire or something. Something that doesn't look like water, or I mean, it looks stiff. It's coming out to these two circles here and going into this item, this square piece here. So I just walked by this kind of off the beat path here, and I found these carvings of what look like 16 identical people on either side. I don't know if they're priests or whatever, but they're both, these guys are facing to the right, and over here these guys are facing to the left, and they're facing this thing. Which I believe one of those is a lotus flower and one of those is papyrus, I'm not sure. And it looks like they join in the middle and come to that heart-shaped item. It's kind of cool. Workmanship on this lion as he's appears to be eating the hand of someone. It's really hard to tell. The whole piece is broken off, but just look at the workmanship. So here's something cool. I believe this is illustrating how they're pouring water to grow fruits, vegetables, and I mean, I'm guessing other food sources. And what appears to be the sacred papyrus and the sacred um, lotus. It's kind of cool. The French guy I was just standing next to, he pointed out that this is a famous representation of the four winds. And he said this is possibly what turned into the four Gospels. It's pretty interesting to think if that's the case. So this is the back side of the temple now. I'm going to try to get inside and see what else I can find. This is the inner courtyard from the main front entrance. It still seems to be some impressive workmanship and labor, because those look like pretty heavy blocks up above, directly above me. Not undoable. I'm not too concerned about the carvings. I don't think that it's too difficult, you know, it's just sandstone, but those look pretty big. I mean, look at the size of that block. One piece or not. And I mean, that's at least 30 plus feet in here. At least. It's a pretty well preserved relief here. Hope you guys can see it with that stupid orange light above. There's something interesting. I've never seen a god with an alligator head before. Don't know who he is. I think I only have about a half hour left. I hope the boat doesn't leave without me. Really well preserved section over here. Wow. So this appears to be in the back. It's all smashed to bits. It's granite. It's very sparkly, so I'm guessing, I think if I'm saying it right, it's got a high quartz content. Not sure, but it looks smashed from the inside, and it's blackened. If I remember correctly, that this can only be done through massive amounts of heat. But perhaps it's the result of quarrying and pouring water in there and cracking it. I'm not sure. Obviously, this was an enclosed area because here the keystone cut, so these were all walls. And it was all enclosed. So this was not meant to be open to the public. Or I should say open to the air. And it appears it was a platform or some kind of a base. Yeah, there's a symbol, so this was something. This is placed on purpose, and this is very smooth to the touch. Wow. It's almost like a countertop. Smashed to bits. So this is an interesting area. Wow. It's a giant well with water in it. Okay, well there it is. Very rushed view of Kom Ombo. Because everyone in my tour group is leaving, and I'm afraid I'm gonna be the only one stuck here. Thanks for tuning in, and check in with you next episode. See ya.